All right, what's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Yo. We're here, bro. First podcast on my channel, bro. I never had done a podcast before. Right now, everyone on the podcast is like, they're there, but you guys can't hear me yet. What? I think I know the reason why. I think I know the reason why. It's because he's a mod, and I turned the. Oh yeah, that's the reason why. That's the reason why. All right, you should be able to do it now. He should be. He should be able to do it. He should be able to do it now. All right, let me go back to this though. We got saying, "Yo, what's up, Freddy the Gamer? Yo, what's up, Luigi? Mr. Luigi 64. Do I remember you? Yeah, I seen you in the Discord. Who has scissors in the background? Y'all have to stop. Do I remember you or do I not? Aren't you that guy from the block? I'm just kidding. A loop. That's why. Okay. Both of them need to be looped, right? Yeah, loop this one too. All right. So we're gonna be podcasting on why Supersonic should never be DLC, and we're gonna be talking about some extra Sonic Forces stuff that I did not address on my other Sonic Forces rant I did with Dink Shadow. And this is not like for just Forces. This is for Sonic in general. You know, Supersonic should never be DLC. You know. Let me see. Let me check these little things. Permissions, bro. Mod. Let's mod can definitely do that. He has a collab ticket. Yeah. It wasn't working because he was a mod, and I disabled it for mods. I think he should restart. All right, I think he needs to reconnect because he is the only mod that's in this chat, and I did yeah, I did disable talking for mods. No, I can't do in the collabs because the collabs are only two people. All right, we got to say in the chat though. Oh, when you Grammy, Nani, you got to say in the chat, bro. Let me check how this thing is going. Let me check how this is working. Let me see how this stream looks. We'll always need to check. It's still not letting him do it. How? Let me see. What else does he have? Is a collab? It's a collab ticket. A consecrator. Oh, because consecrator isn't a role. Is that the reason why? No, because Michael's a consecrator too. That makes no sense. I was a long fan. I think it was you were like the 10th Discord person. How are you missing permissions if there's nothing? All the permissions should be right now. Like there's nothing wrong with this. Like everything is like everything. I don't understand this, bro. Everything is like you should be able to do everything. You have a collab ticket, you're a mod and everything, bro. Like, this makes no sense. See, the mod is able to view channel, connect, and speak. The collab ticket, you're able to view channel, connect, and speak. What's different? Let me see. There's nothing different. It makes no sense. Because Nico is a content creator too. He's in here talking. Like, that's making sense. This makes no sense. Makes no sense. No, this literally makes no sense. What's up, Fumo Z Type? Welcome to the stream. Though this literally makes no sense because all the. But well rip the podcast. Nah. This makes zero sense. Permissions. Yeah, there's nothing different. There's literally nothing different. Yo, what's up, Level Legend? Welcome to the stream. All right, you should be okay now. All right, finally, like what was that? Like, dang. Yo, what's up, Propane Zero? What's up, Propane? All right, now we can get started with this little podcast that we had planned this whole like I don't know month. But we're gonna get started. You guys can now hear. So I want you guys to introduce you guys yourselves one by one. So you guys can start.
Hello, guys. My name is Nico Tendo.
I am LCD Infinite or
I am Zarukhan. Join my free gift card giveaway.
No, stop it.
Only
Stop.
the price
Stop.
of your soul.
Stop.
Uh,
uh,
and well, I guess Nerd Eyes.
And
Alright.
plain old nerd eyes.
So we're here
Nerd eyes
today.
never die.
We are here today to talk about why Supersonic should never be DLC and some maybe additional things about the Sonic franchise. No, wrong.
for real though.
So, so I'm gonna get this started off by saying that Supersonic being DLC is not a good idea. No, it's
Right.
not.
It shouldn't even be thought of.
Yeah.
Supersonic is a reward in so many games, even the games that don't have him in the story. He's still a reward.
Because here's like basically since Sonic 2, Supersonic was always a reward, for getting the Chaos Emeralds and then, yeah, just getting Chaos Emeralds. And
Yeah,
now all of a
literally.
sudden in Forces, you just click a button and he's yours. Like whether it's $2 or not, it's still stupid.
Like you said yesterday, it was Supersonic was already in the code, so that's
Yeah, he was already in the code too. And they were already planning that you were supposed to, earn him. Yet
and
they completely.
and
Yeah,
they
go on.
said they said that there was going to be no paid DLC. They said if any DLC comes
Right.
out for Forces, it's going to be free.
Right. They said, you know, all DLC was gonna be free. Even then, for DLC, they could have given us like anything better.
Exactly. Like a new level, new
New,
missions, new like
new level, missions,
maybe
Good
new
storyline,
perks.
maybe
no burst.
Seaside Hill or something like that because
Yeah,
they
Seaside
said
Hill.
Seaside Hill and it wasn't even in the game.
I think the real reason why they put Supersonic as DLC because if you were to get Supersonic, they're gonna have to implement the Chaos Emeralds into the story, which they didn't want to do that. So that's why they put them as
Well,
DLC.
Colors. Well, Colors didn't do that either. Yet Supersonic was still in there, and you had to earn the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, like maybe getting all the red rings, the five rings and the star rings, or whatever
Yeah.
those other rings were.
Yeah,
Maybe
and so did
getting all
Crossbow.
those.
Crossbow did that
Like,
too.
see, I didn't. I was expecting a reward by collecting all the collectibles in each stage because I spent time
I
collecting
know.
every collectible in each stage, and I didn't get anything for it. So
I know. It's so dumb.
it's like it's a big waste of time. You just get an achievement. A lot of people don't care about achievements, so it's like,
Right.
what's the point?
Exactly.
I think they're just trying to make money. Like, say for example, you just brought a new game. I think they're just trying to make it like Dragon Ball's universe when they added new characters every time, but the DLC is free. But no, they're trying to make it money so they can make more amount of money to put more project into the next Sonic game.
Yeah,
That's a
like
really
I
cheap way of getting
understand that
money.
they're yeah, I understand that they're just trying to earn a bit extra cash since, not too many people, enjoyed Forces. But
Or even buying
you
the
again,
game.
you could have done anything else and it would have been a lot better. Like levels, even costumes would have been fine.
Hell, the chat did, but
Mm.
yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like the thought of having Supersonic as DLC, paid DLC at that, is really just
Just
like
not a good idea.
Supersonic. uh, Supersonic should be a reward for at least finishing the game because he
Yeah,
wasn't in
because
the game. Like,
if something is a reward since the very beginning, then it should stay a reward. If that's like a staple in your series, then just changing it, is that's not a good idea. Not even in a business strategy.
see, I think the Chaos Emeralds had to be back in the games. Like, really, like, I feel like
For real.
I feel like the last good story in a Sonic game was probably in Unleashed, and
Yeah,
the emeralds were a big part of the story. So,
exactly. Like that was like the last time they ever actually
uh,
used the chaos
Wii
emeralds.
U Gamer says Sonic Force is in the garbage. Yeah, Wii U Gamer has strong feelings about that game.
Yeah, and I do too. I really didn't like it. Like
I see.
at
I think
first I
it's
thought it
decent
was
at best.
okay, but the more I look at it, the more I dislike it, and then now it's just turned to just I can't stand the game because
And
it's
I
just
should have
it's
saved my
too many
$40.
mistakes.
I don't know, bro. Like Supersonic should have been in the story. I
Yeah,
really think
you know,
Supersonic would have fit best in that story, but they didn't do it.
I feel like that's the only way they should do it. Because even in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, he was part of the story. You know,
Exactly. Like
that's like the only way you should use Supersonic
at
instead
least
of just
they're
going
at least add a
going.
super form in the game. Like they added a super form in Secret Rings. So
It was
Yeah,
like a false super. It was just only a false super form because Sonic only absorbed hatred, love, and some. And I think that other metal was the spirit. There was only three rings he only absorbed in that one Sonic and secret rings. Imagine he was brought back again, but like it was a bigger, more powerful boss. Sonic needs something like more to upgrade. Like I wanted like hypersonic to join. Like say a boss was more powerful than supersonic. I would like to see a adventure mode, something in Sonic Adventure 2 where you roam around the city finding the super emeralds and you can defeat the boss. That would be one of the greatest modes ever. You could put Sonic and Hypersonic back to life. And how much the profit of Sega would have gotten off of the game it would just make from that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. Wii U Gamer
definitely.
says, "Nah, just kidding." But it's still, but but it's still. I mean, I still think the game is a 6 out of 10 mediocre. But what's up? What's up, Wii
Truthfully,
U Gamer? I mean, not Wii U Gamer fan, FNF
truthfully,
fan
I'd
gamer.
give it a 4. I think the game
4.
kind of deserves a 4.
I
For
give it
me,
a
I would
7.
I would
I
have
don't know.
given the game a complete seven. I would agree with there because not too much on the boost mechanics, the controls, how they mess up of classic Sonic. I gave him too many levels. For me, I would give it a complete seven. I mean, it's not bad. It's
I
not
feel like the story as a whole
terrible.
too.
It's just and the
Yeah, the
story is very
story
good though.
The
I
story
like the
is
story.
the story is
the story.
um see, if the story was good, that would be the story is basically worth 2 points. So if the story is good, that's
Yeah,
2 points. That's 2 points deducted. If it's good, if the story is good, it's 2 points added. If it's bad, 2 points deducted. As simple as that.
yeah. The story was the one thing I was looking forward to, because I mean, they built it up to be like the darkest Sonic story. I mean, you had chaos in there, villain. Like you have everything that would get you interested, like Shadow being a villain. But then you just don't even try.
Hey, look,
If
holograms.
you're trying to build it up, then you're gonna have to try.
The hologram thing was so cheap.
I know that
It
was
it
Oh
just
it
no,
it rushed through
Shadow's
the
a
story.
hologram.
It
I
rushed through the
know.
story. It got rid of a Shadow versus Sonic fight. It got rid of a Chaos fight. It got rid of a Infinite fight. It got rid of a what else? I mean,
Like
they only had a
got
Zor.
rid.
They only had a Zavik boss, bro. Is
They
it?
got rid of the chaos fight. I mean, you could have easily done Chaos Zero versus Classic Sonic. That would have been interesting.
Exactly. Like you're gonna put all of these characters, but no, you're gonna put two characters who are holograms. The modern side. At least give Classic Sonic a boss fight to fight. Because what was the last boss fight he ever fought? The final boss in Sonic Forces. It was modern Sonic
I know
and
that was,
the custom character. Like give Sonic,
and even
give
then he had
Classic
like
Sonic.
one thing.
Lewis said the Phantom Ruby is the ultimate plot device. It does what the plot wants it to do.
It does
Nani?
Yeah,
nothing. You just give a character basically like a
it's just
But I
kind of
mean,
superhuman
there.
strength or
they
something.
they made it
I think
like it was the strongest thing ever, and they poorly executed it by just taking out characters that could have been a boss fight or could have you know changed the story in a cool way, but they kept using the same thing. Oh, you hit this one character once and then he's gone. Kept using that.
Easily. Like,
and then he
like
comes back.
I was thinking, like, I had this idea in mind of like having the Phantom Ruby plus the Chaos Emeralds being able to create a new super form called the like Phantom Sonic. That would have been so cool.
That would
To
have been
have some.
cool, actually.
Yeah,
That
That
would
would
that
have
have
been
would.
been so cool.
Oh wait, I just noticed I ended my Mario streak,
oh my
Mario
god.
video
Oh
streak.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You
I
did.
did, I did.
No,
But it doesn't matter. It
don't.
don't matter. It don't matter.
But all seriousness, the Phantom Ruby is like kryptonite for Superman. It's really just like kryptonite.
Podcast VC is full. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It is. See, FNF fan gaming. If you have anything to say about this, I'll definitely read your comments in the chat, and we'll elaborate on that, and go off of that. So yeah, because can't have much people in this VC chat. You don't want it to be so out of place. Well, not out of place, but
Exactly.
so crazy in here. You want it to be like nice and I don't know the word, but we want it to be like organized. You don't want it to be too crazy in here. But
Yeah, we don't
Sonic
want it
Fan
to be
Production says, I
loose.
agree. What the heck is Sega thinking of putting Supersonic as DLC? I don't know. Animus
That was
9
like,
says exactly you should at least beat the game once to unlock Super.
yeah, I agree with that. And
I
even
don't
that,
know.
again, you know, even then, you still could have, you had him in the code, and he was meant to be like reward to you.
All right,
But
let me
then,
let me go through how I think the story should have went. So since I seen the story, I think I can go off of what I seen to make it better. So basically, Sonic's in the city. He's fighting. Oh, he's fighting. He sees Eggman. Then Infinite comes out of nowhere. He sees Infinite. What happened to Sonic happened to Sonic. But instead of Tails standing there doing nothing, he comes in and he
yeah,
tries to fight
exactly.
off, but then he gets hurt badly, and then he has to. Then he's in a jail with Sonic, and then they're
And
miserable
they
because
could have been fighting it
because
out.
because in the game they're not. It doesn't seem like it. You could look at them. I mean, you could look at Sonic. It does not seem like he's been in captivity for. It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like he's been in jail for more than a couple months. It seems like he was just going in, like he was. I don't know. He was just like playing too much. He said he was being tortured, and we but looking at Sonic after that, we can't tell that he was being tortured. Like
it honestly just looks like they like tickled him a little bit.
exactly. Then okay, so then you do the Zavik boss fight, right? Then Sonic leaves the the Death Egg. Then I think instead of teleporting basically, because teleporting meaning like they just have a text screen saying, "Oh, 3 hours later" or whatever. Instead of that, they should have actually made a full on cutscene for that. They should have made. They should also made CGI cutscenes. Where were those at?
Oh yeah,
Where were those at?
I
They
know.
People
they,
didn't like
they
Like
CGI
the
cutscenes
Sonic,
in the first one.
like one of the final scenes with like Supersonic going after Perfect Dark Gaia. That would have been like another one of those, please, because those are your best cutscenes.
yeah. And then what?
Yeah,
How's
but
the
the thing
story
is
go
that
again? How does the story go again? So
the
they leave
cutscene.
they leave the Death Egg, and then where they
And
at
then
next?
Sonic just so Sonic joins the Resistance and teams up with the Rookie to go after Arsenal Pyramid, which doesn't
So
do much for the plot.
I think what they should have did instead of that, I think they should have actually. What's up, the kid spot? Instead of that, I think they should have actually um like instead of going straight to like finding everyone, they should have had a longer plot. They should have did something with that instead of him
Right.
going through like 2 stages to get to them, like maybe 5 stages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You liked him as DLC? Oh, you can like why?
Luis Ramirez says, "Do you expect Infinite to return in any Sonic game? I would actually, if he would stop
If
acting
they
like
do
a
him
robot most
correctly,
of the time."
I have a video coming out about Infinite, so I'm not gonna talk about. I'm not gonna really talk about Infinite, but if he comes back, they need to do him correctly. But I'm not gonna go on Infinite because Infinite is another video topic I'm gonna do with someone.
Aminu9. What? Go ahead.
You can go on.
Okay. Amino9 says, also, why include Shadow if you can't go Super?
Don't know. I think
They
Shadow.
really
I think they just slap Shadow in the game. Honestly,
Like
episode
exactly.
Shadow
They
was
like
really lazy.
like
I
That
mean,
was
it
like
was
hey
DLC, but
Shadow
they could have
fans,
did so much with it, bro.
like that wasn't just bad. That was an awful backstory. For
Like they
anybody.
barely how it was DLC. We all understand, but look at Champions Road or whatever it was called in and look at the Legend of Zelda DLC. See how much they went in with that? See how much they
I
went in?
know they give you like golden lineup. Like they give you hard mode. They gave out like so much. They gave out more costumes, weapons. You know, they just went all out. Yet then you look at Sonic Forces DLC and they give you stuff that already should have been in the game, or just
Hmm.
costumes, or a crappy backstory.
I really think they should have
And
like went in with Infinite's backstory. I really wish
I
they like
know
showed how Infinite
I
was
can't.
like I think they reused like too much like cussing and stuff. Like
Yeah,
I think they should have really dug in to how Infinite came across Eggman
exactly.
because we
And
didn't see that.
benefit
only in the
his
comics.
character. You know,
Um,
like
what I'm
like
actually
and
thinking of, since I'll let you finish first.
I I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but Mephiles' backstory was better
It
than
was.
Infinite's
It was.
backstory. It actually
It
was.
was. It was.
Like
It's more
in
detailed,
Sonic,
more thrilling, the death and everything.
yeah,
Of actually
like
what
even though
he's
time travel doesn't work at all, and definitely didn't work, in the whole Mephiles moment. Still, at least there was some sort of effort
Put into
into
like
the story.
no exactly. And what does this have to do with Supersonic? Well, I think they should have made Infinite strong enough to where Sonic has to use the super form to defeat him.
exactly.
And another thing, with the whole kissing scene, I actually think that if Sonic was human, like,
Oh
then
god.
it technically would have worked because, like if this wasn't Sonic at all, is more what I mean. But like, it would have worked because it built it up. Yet Forces didn't try to build up anything. It's just like
but she had the
something happens.
power.
It's kind of
Like
weird
something,
how she just like did that,
she
bro.
just randomly
Just
goes in
get
there like, oh, a dead animal. I'm gonna go make out with that. Like,
well.
I get, like, just imagine if she was just walking around, like across, like she's just walking in a neighborhood and then she saw a dead raccoon. I don't even want to imagine what she'd do.
I actually have some ideas for the other characters in Sonic Forces. People be saying
Huh.
that Sonic Forces the game is way too short and halfway the characters didn't do. But what if Sonic Forces was more like Sonic Adventure, Sonic Heroes? How the characters had their own story and they did something
Yeah,
else. That way the game would be much longer.
What
Like Vector,
what
Charmy,
Yes,
what
had
was
their
they
the
own
can
story.
build false
significance in
avatars.
what was the significance in them being in the game? Like they all they did was talk basically. What was Silver
yeah.
doing
Like
there?
the
They didn't explain Silver. They didn't explain why there was sand in Green Hill. They didn't explain um why
in fact,
Infinite.
now that I think about it, now I think about it, they never in the franchise did they ever explain like why how Silver knows Sonic.
How
You
like
know,
they need that's why they
I
need to make a Silver the Hedgehog game, but they can't mess that up either because if they mess that up, then Silver is gonna be a dead character. So it's like
yeah,
a double edged sword right now.
I
Yeah,
love
they
Exactly.
did
Silver's
mention that
character so much, but
Sonic's Friends was
I
gonna
don't.
do a much larger role in the game.
And imagine being able to play as Silver. Where was Blaze at?
Yeah,
Where was Cream and Vanilla and the Chow at? Like, where are these characters at?
I
If you're
know.
gonna add if you're gonna add all these characters, where are the main characters at?
In fact, it would have made sense why Cream was there too to protect her since she's in a middle of a war zone. Yet
Exactly.
you know
She's not
now
there.
she's just left out there to die.
Where were
Mm,
they at while this was happening? I want to know.
I know.
Okay, so I actually just left to pick up old. Basically, I have Sonic the Sega series of Dark Mirror. Actually, the next Sonic game I want to see, I want Scrooge to actually come back because Scrooge makes up a good bad character in the Sonic
Oh
series for the
yeah,
comics.
They
So
should
I would
take
like to see them.
they should get Archie characters and put it in the real games because I think they have better
for
character than
real.
any Sonic character that Sega made,
Yeah,
basically.
the Archie characters or Saturn characters. I think more the Archie characters, but those are some of my favorite Sonic characters. They got personality. You
Villains.
know, like they got personality characteristics. And they're actually likable. And again, get Ian Flynn to start writing the games because he knows Sonic better than the writers do.
Exactly. Get the people who are doing Archie comics and these comics to make the games. Their stories will be amazing. They will
Yeah,
be
just get
amazing.
rid of like
Do it the Marvel like type
you know,
way. Like they make movies
yeah,
based off comics. Make games
yeah,
based
that would
off
be
the
good.
comics. Like
yeah, that would work.
take some of the issues and make a game out of it. Out of it. I mean, of course, it's not gonna be as easy as it sounds, but still gonna be good. I mean, nothing's easy. If you want the best, if you want the best result, you have to work for it. Like, can't just have everything.
For real.
And I'm gonna have to say this one time. Some Sonic fan games are actually being better than Sonic Forces to this day. I've seen Sonic Utopia, Sonic Paradise, where Sonic gets supersonic and hypersonic. I
Yeah,
mean, that game, I'm gonna say at least that game is actually better than Sonic Forces for the most part of how Sonic was moving around, playing through stuff, fighting chaos. I mean, they're showing they're like saying, "Oh, you can do better games than us. Come work for us. Let's make money together." I'm like,
right.
Sega, you can't mess this up. I mean, you got multiple Sonic teams. Be like Nintendo. Don't be like, oh, child friendly, but be like Nintendo. Have a quality game. Make the storyline actually make sense. Have Supersonic, or maybe show something different. Like I don't know, keep the fans going. Make it. Oh, I don't know. Make a Sonic Black Knight Sonic. Show one of the old villains that comes back all together, like every villain. Chaos, the genie guy, whatever stuff. Like bring them all together, and then Sonic has to go back to his past self, his future self, his Dreamcast self. I want them like to come together and actually fight like a real person. Who cares about the plastic
Right.
characters right now? I mean, I care about for a bit, but I
FN
actually want to see people come together.
FNF fan gaming
Yeah.
made a good point. So how would the gameplay be if the if they make it a game based off the Archie comics? How would the gameplay be?
gameplay actually would be Sonic was wrong.
I think
Well, like it
I
depends
want the
how it's gonna be first, because you have Sally, the Walrus guy, Tails. Like have the Freedom Fighters on your side, and they be discussing something else. They find their anti-verse of. I mean, like I don't know, like have them like face each other
The
one by
blue
one
blur,
and fight.
oh
blur oh
oh
nine
the
Z.
blue
What's up?
blur
And then
But
Hello.
like
I think
have fake Eggman Mega.
I think what they should do if they do a comic based game, I think the gameplay it should be regular boost gameplay or whatever, like adventure gameplay,
Well, I don't think it
or
should
I
be
still want
Boost.
gameplay though.
and the and it should be like, oh, Scourge is taking over the world or whatever, and you have to stop him basically.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Scourge
Like
is taking over the
Scourge
world.
was involved.
Yeah.
Like he's one of my favorite villains. I still think Chaos is my favorite. And even then,
Dark
Favorite
Gaia is pretty
villain
good too. I mean, where's Dark Gaia at? Like, we should have a Sonic Unleashed 2 where Dark Gaia comes back out or whatever, and then we have to stop him or whatever.
Yeah, but people are still gonna hate on the Werehog more oftenly. Like if they keep if people keep hating on Modern Sonic so many times, Sega is gonna. What if Sega just pull out saying we are no longer doing Modern Sonic anymore because the fans like Classic Sonic more than Modern Sonic. They know why people like Classic Sonic more than Modern Sonic. Classic Sonic has better levels that last longer. You can explore around. It's colorful. It's brightful. I'm like, it's just do the same thing with Modern Sonic. I mean, I don't want Sega
yeah,
giving out Modern Sonic so many times.
I
Just
think they should
make
go
it
back
right.
to full 3D levels. I think they should do that.
Yeah.
Full
They
3D
should do
yeah,
that.
me
levels.
too. Full 3D, and in my personal opinion, I think the adventure gameplay best because again, you're completely controlling Sonic instead of just holding a button
And what about the
sliding.
Child Garden? We should bring. They should bring that as well. The Child
But even then,
Garden.
oh yeah, the Chow Garden, man,
It's
I
like
miss that so
Pokemon.
much.
That's
Like,
why I think they should come out with a child garden app. That'd be pretty,
yeah,
decent.
Child
that'd be
Garden.
it'd be pretty fitting. And it'd be a pretty good rival to Pokemon Go, which has died recently.
It would never
But I
reach
do,
Pokemon Go.
yeah, but still,
Evan Play says 3D levels with open boost levels. Open boost
Yes.
levels would be godlike if they do it correctly.
that'd be yeah. I'm not against the boost gameplay at all. I think the boost gameplay is good, but I just prefer the adventure
Yeah, the
gameplay.
adventure gameplay. I like the boost gameplay better, but the adventure gameplay, it was done correctly. Like for the time,
Yeah,
I don't know where it went. I mean, I
specifically
think they
Sonic
tried to do
Pokemon.
it. I think they tried to redo it in Lost World, but they did fail.
Yeah, and I think they also tried to do it in Forces, which again
And
failed
also
with
Sega,
the Avatar.
Evan Play said, and also Sega won't be having Supersonic as DLC anymore in the future. You don't know that. You don't know that because they can like
Yeah,
pull up
They
with any type of
put
string. They
they
said because they
transform.
did say Aaron Weber did say no DLC will be paid, and look what happened. I mean, they made it free, but it's still DLC. Should have been in the game already.
right.
All right. I think we talked well enough about Supersonic not being DLC. I think we get the gist and the point of everything for the people.
Yeah,
We could talk about like what they could do with Supersonic in the next game though. Like where Supersonic
What about
at in the actual story is it not anymore? Like where they
again,
at?
Well,
be a
we did
part of
talk
the
about that too,
plot.
but I want to talk
Like
about
like
should return though in one
what
of
I
your
was
videos.
hoping what I was hoping Forces would do is have them like have to gather the Chaos Emeralds, like to at least stand a chance against the Phantom Ruby, and then somehow they get the Phantom Ruby, like that's what I was hoping they do, that way, you know, but instead it's just the Chaos Emeralds are just kind of there,
I,
and then the Phantom Ruby is just
Right back.
powers.
I think what they should. Okay, it's fixed now. All right, it's back up.
All
But I
right,
mean,
there we go.
what I was
There we
saying,
go. We're back.
I think Supersonic should be in a game where, oh, your base form is Supersonic, but you have to find some new power source to make Supersonic stronger, or to make
Yeah,
a better, stronger super form. Because look, Dragon Ball Z is out here making new super forms and stuff. Where's Sonic at? Sonic has only Supersonic. That's it. Because they don't use anything
I know.
else.
remember that one like that one Nazo thing that was supposed to be like a beta supersonic
Yeah, and
Oh yeah,
Sonic
yeah.
for
X.
Sonic X. Yeah, you could have made that into an actual form, or like how Chakra X did it. You could even make it a villain. You know,
Yo, they need to hire Chakra X, bro.
I know
They need
he's
to hire him,
fantastic.
bro. He
Not only
makes
is he
it.
great
His
animated,
the
but
story is so good in Nazo Unleashed, bro. Whereas that
I
they
know
should make a game out of that, bro. They
for
should really
real.
make a game out of that. Like imagine just a game where you just fight Nazo, bro. Like
I
That'd be
know.
awesome.
All right,
I
what
don't know. I
what
don't
about
I don't like. I think Nazo should be an actual Sonic game now. Like because Nazo
For real.
Unleashed,
That would have been nice.
not the Return of Nazo is coming out in 2020, I think. I can't wait to see that because he's been working on it since 2015, 14.
I think
I
by
forgot
20
like
2013?
2015. I think 2015.
2013. Yeah, he been
But
working
yeah,
on it for a while.
that would have been cool.
He's been working
That
on
would
it
have
for a
been so
while.
What if
cool.
they could actually call? What if they could actually call in the person who made Nazo and make it into a real Sonic franchise where he could be a part of it? That would be actually good,
That's
and
what they should
that would
do.
make it
That's what they
really
should do.
good.
Yeah,
I think Sega should do
exactly.
that. That would be a good idea. I mean, like have Nazo be too powerful than regular Supersonic, have Shadow. As Nazo Unleashed from the first episode was godlike. It's almost like Dragon Ball Z, and I like the story very
Yeah,
much. How
Yeah,
Sonic got angry
Chakra X,
when Dark Sonic.
Chakra X did say it was really based on Dragon Ball Z. It had a really Dragon Ball Z had a really big part in him making that. So it's
yeah.
like, yeah, man, he used sound effects from Dragon Ball Z. He used like
Sound
aspects,
effects
like
over top of
you know
it.
how like they got hit into like the mountains and stuff. Use that,
Yeah,
you know. I just really think they should use. I really think they should use Supersonic in different ways, and they should bring him back.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like just because it's usually just collect all 7 emeralds and then beat the final boss. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all it is. Like do something different with the emeralds.
And even
It
then, Unleashed expanded upon that. You know.
exactly. They you have to get the emeralds, put it in the temple, and then the temple would put a piece of the world back in. I mean, like that's unique. That's something different.
Yeah.
Someone told me to speak in in Spanish. I don't know Spanish. I'm
Sorry, we
sorry.
don't know Spanish, so we can't really do that.
Yeah.
Hola, that's the best Spanish I ever
Oh
heard.
my gosh.
Um.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's all I know. Hola, hola, cómo
Oh,
estás?
I know. I know. Burger King foot lettuce.
Artucci, by the way, you think they're going to be an actual Sonic game in tie with the Sonic movie? If the Sonic movie is good, then they should do that. But it's most likely going
Yeah.
to be bad.
Only if the game's movie's actually good.
If the movie's if the movie is going to be good, they should make a game out of it. If they're going to make a game based on the movie and then the movie comes
Yeah.
out after it, then that'll be pretty cool. If the game is good, then we know the movie might be good. I doubt the movie's going to be good because you know how video game movies are. Pixels
Yeah,
was
cringy.
Pixels,
Really cringy.
Wreck Ralph, but like those were decent movies, but they're still like not. They're
What's
not
your
Black
your
Panther
most
level.
iconic
They're
scene in
not
Wreck-It
Black
Ralph?
Panther level.
Yeah.
Not Black Panther
No, I
level.
haven't seen Black Panther, so you know,
But I
but
mean,
I've heard
yeah,
so, and of course
yeah,
it's a Marvel movie, so I definitely know it's gonna be good.
yeah. It was a really good movie. Like they just need to do something different with Supersonic. They need to like stop messing up. Stop making Supersonic an award and actually put him in the story. Because Supersonic is a established part of Sonic. He should be in almost every Sonic game. When was the last time we had Sonic part of Supersonic part of the story? Was Generations,
Right.
right? Or Mania, but I mean Mania wasn't even made by the
Generation.
Sonic team, so Mania doesn't even count.
Mania, kind of. I mean,
I
you
mean,
know,
like it wasn't even made by the Sonic
it
team though.
wasn't
I mean,
really that. Yeah, but mainly it's just generations,
yeah, it's Generations. That was the
and
last
then
game the Sonic team. I mean, yeah,
that's pretty much it. To be honest.
I feel like Generations. I think Colors kind of changed their way of thinking of
Her
Sonic.
too.
Colors just
People can barely hear all of us.
they could barely hear
Really?
you.
Yeah, I just checked back on the stream, and when Harlow was talking, the people can barely hear him. He's like murphing out and cutting out every time he's.
All right, well, I
Oh,
kind of pumped up the volume on it.
oh shoot.
It's hard. I hate audio and making videos and
Hold
stuff.
on,
It's so
let me
annoying.
listen to it real quick. Let me
Can't get to
listen to it real
my
quick.
level. I had to sync
Bro, so
everything with my Sonic Elite.
5 years ago, someone made a Sonic. It's actually pretty cringy.
Lost
Not
two
gonna lie.
subscribers. Jesus.
But what should we talk about next? Like, ooh, someone just subbed. Who just subbed? Who just subscribed?
Oh,
Baby
nice.
Princess Peach. Wow, that's a
Um,
really good name. Thank you for subscribing.
Nice.
thought.
See, I was too lazy to put the sub alerts on this. I'm too lazy.
That's fine. You know, we'll
Um,
probably we'll probably do that next podcast.
but yeah. What do you guys thoughts on that? That like, what do you guys think they should do with the emeralds next time?
Huh. Well, I think they should do what Unleashed did and like expand upon the idea of going after the emeralds.
I feel like instead of like trying to find the emeralds, do I don't know. YouTube did it again. Yeah, YouTube didn't notify you. Just like disable the bell button and like re-enable it. But I think what Sega should do, I think they should maybe instead of finding the emeralds, you have to see. See, I have a couple of ideas. Instead of finding the emeralds, maybe you should like try to hide them.
Yeah, yeah,
They
Hiding them.
should do something with Metal Sonic.
that'd be
Metal
interesting.
Sonic was disrespected in Forces too. Like
Yeah, metal.
we had a Metal Sonic boss that was cool, but they redid it. They all they did was like they copy and pasted to the Infinite boss, and it was
Or
like
or like
unoriginal.
Pretty
It's
much
unoriginal. Unoriginal.
literally every villain was just there. Even
yeah.
Infinite was just there.
There was no actual reason why they were there.
Yeah,
They use the Phantom Ruby as an excuse for them to be there, so they can like advertise it, so they can like people could buy the game. They
exactly.
literally used the Phantom Ruby to advertise the game. That's literally what they did. That's literally what they
Yeah,
did. Yeah, Metal Sonic was too easy. What's up, Mario Power? Welcome to the stream. Uh, what about the bonus levels being like in Mania next 3D Sonic game? The- Oh, what? That's actually a good topic. How would the bonus levels look? Like, would you just collect the emeralds in the story, or would you have to go through bonus levels to get them?
I
uh,
would. Yeah,
I
I would
think
think.
it would
I'd
be
say
bonus
special
again.
stages, but like they're in the story. That way you get a chance to try again instead of collecting 50 rings.
That's what they should do. They should make a couple endings. Like, they need to stop making one ending. Make a couple endings.
Yeah,
Make a good ending, a bad ending. Make it like a neutral ending. Like the good ending would be like you collect all the seven chaos emeralds and you fight super and you're gone. The bad ending will be like you collect any emeralds, and the neutral ending will be like, oh, you collected some emeralds. You be able to use that power to like do something with it. I guess
yeah.
we never got a
You know,
chaos or shadow fight in forces. Yeah, they disrespected
I
him.
know.
I'll be
Like
right back,
kind
guys.
of,
All right,
they're just there to be there so that you can buy the game.
they dodged the fight really. Like it made no sense too because
Especially,
they
yeah,
literally just like they dodged no, especially Shadow because they said Shadow was in the city, but who stays in a city for 3 months,
I know.
right?
Exactly.
Like they were in Shadow was in the city for 3 months. That was a dumb excuse for Shadow to just come out of nowhere and kick the fake Shadow away. We could have had a Sonic versus Shadow fight right there. We could have
I
literally had a
know.
Sonic versus Shadow fight, but it was really cheap. I don't know. It was super cheap.
Even Boom gave him a Shadow versus Sonic fight. Like
Exactly.
even
So in the
And
Sonic
then
Forces villain trailer,
and do you guys
um,
remember that little cutscene? Silver was fighting Infinite.
yeah,
oh
That
yeah,
would have been so cool if we could play as Silver and fight him.
again, get a
Like,
boss fight.
and
exactly.
again, Sega
That
does
would
a
have been
thing
a
like
nice
that.
boss fight, being able to fly around just fighting
And
Infinite. And
another
since when was Silver able to fly that fast?
and
I want to
another
know.
thing, classic Sonic never fought Infinite. You know,
Yeah, I
Exactly.
noticed that too. That was weird.
He only
Yeah,
fought
like,
Eggman, and Eggman did barely did anything. He just brought out they just brought out an old boss. They didn't make anything new.
and even then they were, you know, he also didn't get a Metropolis level. Like again, that proves that he's just there so that Sega can earn some more cash.
I think they need to like stop putting stop. No more Classic Sonic. He's over. He's done.
Yeah, classic
Done.
Sonic has been
Done.
used way too much.
He's done.
Classic ID
No more Classic
is
Sonic in any more Sonic games. Modern
that's what
Sonic,
made you.
more just keep on doing Mario Sonic. Don't
That was
change
what
any.
was made.
Don't change anything for another 5 to 10 years because you try to change it with Boom and you saw how Boom turned out. Wait a couple years before you change something again.
Yeah,
Yo, what's up, Silverblood? Uh, Sonic Fan Possession said, "What
and
did
also,
Tails even do for 3 months besides fixing Omega?"
in
Yeah,
fact,
what was
who
Tails?
fixed Omega? Who fixed Omega? Now I
Tails
think
did.
about it.
Actually, no, because Tails.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just Tails was just working on it, but he never act. He said himself he never really finished it.
Don't know. Don't know. Omega. Where was
Again,
Omega
Omega.
at? Omega could have been so good in the story. Could have been so good. And like they just
I
like
know
just put him in the story for he was even in half the story. He was only
he
like
didn't even do
2 clips,
anything.
3 clips.
Like
Like
Omega was pretty much useless. You know,
exactly. Omega didn't do any. We could have played as Omega. We could have did like a mech stage, bro. That would been clean. Like, have you ever got to play as Omega in an actual like mainstream game or like heavy
Heroes,
heroes?
of
Yeah,
course.
but I mean like by himself. Like
Nope.
we need that, bro. We need that.
Actually, no.
Well,
Oh six.
Oh
Oh six
six,
did it. Yeah.
oh six.
Oh
I
six was
don't. Oh six isn't memorable, so I can't really. What's
well,
a
didn't
batter
didn't
beast?
didn't Tails say, "Sorry, buddy, I can't fix," and then Chaos came, and then
Yeah,
all that has happened?
that's
Then
literally
how
what
did
happened.
Omega come back?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
so who fixed him?
Yeah, he's just kind of there, I guess. Pretty much every character is just there to be there.
That's something I don't want to do with controversy. I don't want to have a character just to be there for no reason. Every character in
Yeah,
controversy has
actually
a
have characters do something.
like I'm
And
trying not
if
to do a controversy. I'm trying to keep every character. I'm trying to make every character have a really big part of the story, or at least a small part of the
I know,
story have something to do with it. And if they don't have anything to do with the story, they're only gonna show up in like 2 3 clips in the whole story. Like not gonna
I
be
know.
much
Instead
of the
of just
story.
having them just in the background going, "I'm doing something," and then just have them not do anything at all.
And I think they like dodged it too because like all they did was something in the cutscenes. They never did anything when we were playing. Like all they did was talk in the top right corner or whatever, or top left
Yeah,
corner, and we couldn't even see what was going on. Like they could have been doing like a lot of stuff. Like you know how Vector was talking and stuff. We could have seen what Vector was doing. Could have played as Vector and whatever.
yeah. You know, like just have the characters, not only do something, but have us be able to play as them to have us experience them doing something.
Sonic Fans Production says Sonic was terrible in the story. Sega tried to make it dark. They tried. They ain't try with
I
Sonic.
don't.
They
I
they just took the color Sonic and put it in Forces to make it like Sonic and
Well,
70.
they kind of combined Hero Sonic with Color Sonic. You know, I mean, even in Sonic Lost World, Sonic still had more emotion. You know,
Sonic was
but again,
too
the rest,
cliche. The whole story in general was just too cliche,
yeah, it was cliche and just
and it could be and
they
it can be
ruined their
cliche if it wants to.
personalities.
They just like
Yeah,
made it
like
too apparent that was cliche. Like
even then, cliches can work, but forces just pu- put them there.
they
They put
showed
them
the
there and
cliche too
told a
much.
story.
They
Yeah,
showed the cliche. They ain't do anything to hide the cliche. They ain't do anything to make it. They ain't build off the cliche. They just put it in there. Like it's like a
yeah,
child story.
even Kobe, like Kobaramani, he even said like the whole shadow being a fake thing was so cliche, it was unpredictable.
I know. Like I don't know. There's so much cliche. I think they just like put stuff together and called it a story.
They just went, this happens by. They didn't even bother or try or anything. I think they were just trying to get stuff from other games, put it into the story.
Jaden said,
But
Oh
like,
my God, Jaden.
Jaden said Sonic Forces content, SMH. What's up, Jaden? It's not Sonic Forces content. This is Sonic in
uh,
general. I mean, still
this is
SMH.
more
I
Sonic
shouldn't be doing.
because
Hey,
we're
hey, hey,
discussing.
Jaden, you can't be mad at me. This is my first Sonic video in like a week. So, and I made like how many? I'm gonna count all the I'm gonna count all the Mario videos and streams I did before my last video. It's been 11 video. It's been 11 videos since I did my last Sonic
God.
video. So you can't get mad. You can't get mad.
Man.
You gave Sonic Forces a 5 out of 10. That's decent rating. I
And
mean,
that's
for
reasonable. You know,
it's
I
reasonable.
think that makes
You
sense.
Sonic Forces is a type of game to where if you give it like almost any rating, you could like you can give it any rating, but have a reasonable reason why it's that rating. Like you can give it a 10 out of 10, and you can say
I think 4 out of 10 because it's lazy. It doesn't really try.
like
It didn't
I mean
like.
I mean you can give it a 0 out of 10. And I'll understand. You can give it a 10 out of 10. I won't really understand, but if you like explain why you give it a 10 out of 10 and it's reasonable, then I'll know. See, like
Right.
maybe you give it a 10 out of 10 because um I don't know, like I don't know, because I don't think the story is that good or anything, but you may give it a 10 out of 10 because I say I mean I don't know. I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know.
see.
I don't know yet.
Like,
I will have
I
to
wouldn't
ask
really
someone
understand why.
who gives a 10
Mhm.
out of 10. Like I'll have I'm gonna have to ask
Yeah,
Japanese people because Japanese people don't have problems with these
Japanese
stories.
people
Japanese
don't
don't
care.
have problems with anything. It's us
Yeah,
really that complain about everything.
yeah, it's more the Americans, but I
Yeah.
think Sega should still know and uh, like when there's actually a problem.
Mania's freaking 10, 11 out of 10.
Mania's 20.
Mania
I
is a
think
good
it.
game.
I think it earned like a 9.5. Because while it is lacking in some areas, I still think Mania is
No, I'm gonna actually
fantastic.
attempt. I'm gonna actually attempt to read this number. Let me see.
Oh boy.
Oh, oh yeah.
Is that like
Oh,
that's not? I don't know. I can't read that. It's higher than billion. I don't
Which
know.
which one? The million?
No,
The
that's
mania
trillion,
number?
right? That's
I've got
trillion.
Yeah,
seven
that's
below.
trillion.
Okay, that's trillion.
That's 7 trillion 827 million. No, that's not trillion.
Billion.
That's not trillion. Oh yeah,
No.
billion. 7 trillion 827 billion 281 million. No, that's not. It's not million. It's not trillion.
Or is it quillion? I think it's quillion. It may
Oh
be
my
Oh
quillion.
my
gosh, bro.
god.
It doesn't matter. You gave it that rating. It's higher than
Good
10.
job, Rufan. You gave us a number like nobody understands.
Evan Play says, "Yo, Artuigi. By the way, is Team A still with Sega, or are they going to make the next three Sonic game?" See, I really hope the Team
I
A and
hope
Team B,
so.
Team B, is a
I
thing,
I hope
because
they have
because
separate teams.
this is what I think. I think while Sega with Team A being the what I don't know what team is the more experienced team, what, but let's just say Team A is the less experienced team. I want to say
I
Team A. I really this is what I
I
think.
really
I
hope so.
I really think this is what I think. I think while Team A was making Lost World, Boom. I don't think they made Boom, but I mean while they're making Lost World and Forces, I think all those years Team B's been making a game.
Yeah.
I think that's what's been going on. But if it's not the case, which is most likely not, because it's Sega, then hopefully we still get something good by ten,
Yeah.
by Team B, and it's the Team A and Team B thing is like good. Hopefully.
Man,
So I'm
I'm
kind of embarrassed to
really
say
curious
this,
on
but
what are they gonna do
I
next?
think Boom has a better story than Forces.
Boom does not have a better story in Forces.
Even Boom,
Boom, I
even
mean, Boom
Boom
has a
also.
more a Boom story makes more sense,
I mean,
but I think Force's
I'd say
story was
Boom.
still better. I think Force's story was still better than Boom's story. Like it
Even
made more
Boom.
sense, but it was like.
Boom still tried harder, even if
Yeah,
it blew. Forces just didn't have effort put into it, you know,
like they,
and
I feel like
that's
they,
what.
I feel like when they're making the story, they put like implement like stuff in the story, but they forgot that this happened in the story, so they put something in that didn't make sense to what happened earlier in the story because they forgot that happened. I feel like I feel like they weren't keeping track with this one.
Yeah.
They need to
Uh,
get no. They need to get like professional story writers. They need to
like
get professional
if
story
they're gonna
writers.
do if they're gonna do a lighthearted story, then they could get the TV show Boom Writers. You know, if they're gonna do a
Right.
darker story.
Or get the Sonic X writers.
Oh yeah, that too. You know, except without Chris
Chris
Fortnite.
was trash, but no. Mm.
Yeah, Chris is trash. I mean, in season 3 he was okay, but season
Season
1 and
three,
2
nah.
was a
He was supposed to be grown up, but he still acted like a kid. I don't know why. I think
yeah,
I
at
think
least
I think Chris was just like stuffed in there for no
yeah,
reason. Chris could have easily not been in
they
season 3.
didn't need Chris. Like, but still though, you know, if they see Sonic X writers, yeah, they could do. I also again Ian Flynn could also
Yeah.
write the games. You know, for dark stories you could get, you know, Sonic X writers or Ian Flynn. And for the light-hearted stories, then you can get the Sonic Boom TV show writers.
Right. Like um
Those are your best writers, you know.
get writers that wrote games like um Unleashed.
Yeah, yeah.
Unleashed. What else? Uh, what was a really dark Sonic story?
Sonic Adventure 2. I mean,
Yeah,
it
Sonic
has
Adventure.
a
Get
bunch of plot holes, but they aren't that noticeable,
get
you know, compared to Force.
get the writers from X, Unleashed, Adventure 2, and maybe just maybe Colors.
Silverblood says at least the Force's story was a little better than Lost World.
Will South by
Uh,
Southwest be announcing
I
the next 3D Sonic game? I don't know, but they're definitely gonna release another game,
yeah, another dark
man.
story,
Arts Luigi
somewhat dark.
sucks. He makes the worst content. I give Arts Luigi a 6.9 out of 10 because I didn't like one of his videos. IGN equals IGN in a nutshell. Yo, what's up?
Yeah,
Infinite. My day's been pretty decent. It's Sunday. Nobody likes Sundays because we had to go to school the next
yeah,
day. But
really, really.
you know,
Yay, school.
I'm definitely gonna be depending on if I get homework tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna be doing a really chill stream tomorrow. Probably gonna be playing.
Um,
I probably might make a play a game tomorrow. I don't know. Probably. I don't know.
I'm trying really hard, but you know, like there's a whole bunch of like I got
Schoolwork is
projects due.
just. I hate schoolwork. It's just like it eats your life away. It makes no sense. Like it takes your
I
life
know
away.
most of
And
it.
My parents don't allow me to play on the weekdays because of school.
my parents used to not allow me playing the weekdays, and they kind of like mildly don't let me do it right now. But I mean, most of the time, I'm really allowed to do
I'm allowed
I
to,
wonder if I play
but you
games
know,
less, they'll allow me to do it.
it.
there's still more
That's what happens when
situations
you
where
get
they
Fortnite. That's what happens when you buy Fortnite. That's what
Yeah,
happens
I'm
when you
on
buy
like
Fortnite.
on the battle pass on Fortnite. It just consumes my weekend.
High school is trash. It is. Not wrong. But like really, they need to get some new writers, make
yeah,
a
new
good
writers though.
story with Supersonic in it. Not a reward, not DLC. Him actually
Yeah,
in
no
the
DLC.
story.
Because I'm tired of Supersonic just, you know, being there. Like whether he's a reward or not, I want him in the story. You know, I want him to be utilized. I want him to, you
What's
know,
the point of making him if
actually
he's not in the
matter.
stories? Like they could have
I know.
easily went
Another.
the way of not copying Dragon Ball Z and just having Sonic without forms. They could have easily went
You
that
know,
way.
I just thought even heroes still use supersonic, you know, in the Chaos Emeralds, and still use the whole power of friendship and all that. And even that, you
Exactly.
know,
Like it
Friendship's
was
crap.
super it was super
Thank you.
cliche. It was super cliche, but it did it in the right way.
and with forces, they didn't use the Chaos Emeralds at all. They just went power, friendship, boom, done. You know, So
Exactly.
yeah, even Heroes got it right.
And what was the Unleashed story? It was like the power of like
Un-
Unleashed was like I don't know.
just Power Chaos Emeralds, I guess.
I'm trying to think.
But yeah,
What was it?
they're just
Like teamwork, I guess. Yeah, teamwork. Cause like
yeah,
yeah, cause like Sonic and Chip teamed up together
true.
to defeat
Yeah,
Dark
good
Gaia.
point.
So and they teamed up to find the Chaos Emeralds and Sonic tried to find out who find out for Chip who he was. So I mean
Yeah.
friendship, I
So yeah,
guess,
I guess
or teamwork, I guess.
Fred Power
But
teamwork was in there as
but that's
well.
good that we didn't know how cliche it was. We didn't know that. Like it was hard for us
Right.
to determine if it was cliche or not. Like we it's hard. It was hard for us to determine that because it was so hard.
Because they tried new things, new ideas, and you actually felt, interested in seeing where the story went next.
Yeah, they tried their best they tried. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh,
Again, they
okay. They tried their best to cover up the cliche.
yeah,
They tried their best to do that.
you know, and again, there was effort put into it. And even with something that as dumb as the werehog, they still wanted it to work, so they put effort into it,
And the
which
werehog,
made the werehog
even though the werehog wasn't the
even
best thing, it still was like good in the story.
yeah, even if it like wasn't a very smart idea, they still wanted it to work, so they put effort. Yet
Yeah,
with
it,
forces,
they did a
they
good
were
job.
it's just since there was absolutely no effort, therefore the story flows.
They did a good job with the werehog. Like they actually, at least they put the werehog in the story to make sense. Like at least the werehog made sense in the story, unlike
Yeah,
Classic Sonic being in Forces. It didn't make sense. At least
yeah, exactly.
it makes sense. Like who's playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles?
I am.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
And
I'm just
Knuckles.
trying to get some music in the background.
I should put music in the background.
Play
Yeah.
some
Nah. Yeah.
what's
Nah.
something good that's non-copyright.
I don't
Eh.
know. Anything's fine, really, as long as it's not inappropriate or anything. You know, otherwise you get demonetized even though you're
Demonetized
monetized.
boys. I'm staying
Demonetized
demonetized.
boys.
Demonetized
Dang,
squad.
even if you reach 1,000, you still get demonetized.
Yeah, like
That's
cause I
messed up.
need 4,000 hours, bro. Like I need you guys to help me give
Oh,
views. I need you guys to help me
oh,
give
okay.
views. You guys,
Where are you at right now? Let me
I
see.
need the views. I can actually check how much hours I have in the last 12 months.
You're at.
My name is Mario. I'm checking how much hours I have. Oh, views 1,000. Oh, what number is that? Let me see. One, two, three.
I think that's brilliant. I'm not sure.
I think that's billion. One, two, three, four, five, six.
Brilliant or
That's
billion? I
10.
can't tell.
I think that's 10 billion.
Hyper Potions isn't copyright.
I don't think they
I
are.
would
Yeah, they're not.
I would put Logic on if he wasn't copyright.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be copyright.
Yeah, especially as small as me. It's gonna eviscerate my channel. I would do that, bro. Dang. I wish copyright didn't exist, bro. Let's use
Right
anything
though.
we wanted.
Well, it kind of is needed though, so
But
that
sometimes it
artists
is.
feel
Sometimes it really is needed.
yeah. Like I had a friend who he made he made like he made a remix I think of like a Sonic theme. I can't remember. And then someone just randomly stole it. Like stole the entire thing, uploaded it on his channel. You know, and we of course we had to call him out on it. And then I reported his video, and then it was taken down.
Did he get like any like did he get any credit for people thinking that he did it?
No, I didn't give any credit.
Yeah,
All right,
Hyper
I'm back.
Potions isn't copyright. It says this song is safe to
the
use
mo-
and monetizable.
Alex said the moon is still destroyed. Sonic
All right,
Fanbirds
what
actually
is
says
this?
anyone after Sonic Adventure 2 doesn't even remember the moon was destroyed. See,
Yeah,
Sonic Adventure 2 was
even
so dark that
I know.
Eggman blew up the moon. Like, what is
Even
that?
even
Yeah, but the
Sonic
moon's
X
still there in Sonic
tried to
Forces.
explain how the moon
And that's why.
got fixed.
Plus, the moon was half destroyed.
The moon was a Sumer Odyssey. It's not destroyed.
No, I'm saying in Sonic Adventure 2, the moon was half destroyed.
It was because Eggman did it.
Yeah.
And what happened to that? What happened to dark stories like that? What happened to dark phenomenons like that? What happened?
Yeah. Instead
I don't
now
think
it's
it
just
was Eggman. I think it was Dino Robotnik, like Eggman's grandfather.
I mean, people call him Eggman. Like they started calling him Eggman in Adventure One. They called him Eggman once in Adventure One. He just went with it.
they, yeah, and then they just kind of used it in Adventure 2.
Yeah. It was supposed to be. It was like it's crazy how it went from an insult for his from to like it went from it an
Like to
insult to
his
his actual
name, like
name.
one game. Yeah, it just went from like an insult to a name, like one game.
One game later, I need some grub. I need some grub. I can't believe it's already 4. Why does time go so
Oh yeah,
fast?
dude, that was like fast.
It's already
Holy crap, it's
4.
already been an hour.
And how long have you been streaming? Oh, OBS did crash, didn't it? No, it didn't. It didn't.
I think
You've been
about an
streaming for
hour.
No, we've been going
an hour and
hour
11
and 10
minutes.
Yeah.
minutes. Hour and 10 or hour and 11.
I think Sega just should just fix their problems. Like they should like
They should
hire some
know what's
fans.
wrong. They should know when a problem is a problem.
Hire
You
some
know,
good video game development
because
first.
then
Check if it's good. Make the game profitable. See how it is. What mistakes they could fix and make the game better. New
That
game
they
release.
do what they need to do. They need to fix their communication because like, look, I heard that the communication between Sega of America and Sega of Japan aren't good. It's not good. I heard that like
they,
they barely like communicate with them.
I
Like
re-
they almost
I've
turned down the Sanix T-shirt thing. They almost turned it down.
I think both
I
A
mean,
and B
I want to
Sonic
see a
teams should
second
work
t-shirt.
together on the game.
yeah,
And they're out here like like using our memes in their games for DLC. Y'all, but like they're out here like they're clowning and stuff. But they need to like actually be serious about what they're doing.
yeah.
Like
Like
do you think if there's a Mario meme, do you think Nintendo will use that meme and put it in their game? Like
yeah,
you know Nintendo doesn't listen to their fans or anything. They need to listen to the
yeah.
fans less. Like they it's good that they listen to the fans,
Because all
but
the
they need.
fans want something different. Like some fans want adventure, some fans want boost.
I
Just to
I hate
make it,
when I hate when Sega like goes back in time to please fans. I think they should keep on going. Cause how you supposed to
all,
get a new fan base, a new
yeah, like
I don't know how you supposed to get a new Sonic if how you supposed to get a new Sonic if you keep going back? You're not gonna progress
I
anywhere.
think the only
exactly.
thing that's dragging down Sega is the old fan base.
Like they
Right.
just want to use nostalgia so that old fans can come back. But Mania did that fine, and even then it tried
And
new
Odyssey did it
things.
too. I mean,
Forces made the background desert, but it didn't do anything with the actual desert.
like
And even then, how did
why was it a desert? Like
I know how
I
to become a
that
desert?
really annoys me. Why was it a desert? They could have easily made it water, and the story would have been the exact same.
I know,
Could have made
and the
it water.
worms just didn't even have to be there. But and the story would have been the
Even
exact same.
even Tails said, "What's wrong? Like, why isn't this Green Hill Zone? Why is it saying what's wrong? Like, why he even they talked about it in the story. They mentioned it in the story. They still didn't do anything with it. Like, they still didn't explain it or anything. It was just there for what reason? Like, I
Right.
hate that. Really annoys me that they didn't explain it. That really does.
The fact that they didn't put effort into the story, that's what really gets me ticked off because, you know, effort like with Unleashed and Generations, there was a bunch of passion and effort, and care into what they're doing. Because they really wanted to apologize for '06, with Unleashed, and you know, and of course you see passion and and you see the graphics and art style have improved. You see them improving into the future instead of going for what's nostalgic and just putting it in the game.
I just don't. They need to fix something. Like, what are they doing, bro? Like, I wish we can like us as fans. I think I wish we can like see what they're doing in there. I want to see what they're talking about. I want to see what they're discussing about. I want to see how they
Right.
communicate with each other. Because I mean, like I said earlier, the communication between Sega of Japan and Sega of America is not a good communication. I've heard
Right.
that they have bad communication. They haven't really talking to each other. It's like I heard people even say
Right.
that it's like they're two different companies. They don't talk to each other or anything. And it's kind of weird that they're going to
I
be
mean,
together in South by Southwest. Like
Right.
weird.
yeah, I think it's
I'm
just
just
gonna be really awkward.
Like they
I'm
get them
saying
together.
this.
You know.
Nintendo should help Sega. If Sega keeps having these problems, I think Nintendo should help Sega, like they helped ban Wii to the Xbox 360 and the in the Wii U. Bayonetta 2 was a big hit on the Wii U. Like,
Oh yeah,
what if Nintendo actually helped Sega? If they helped, how good Sonic would be if Nintendo helped. Not that I want
Well,
Nintendo to take Sonic away from people. I don't want
I
that to
don't know if
happen.
That would
I
just
don't know
suck.
if Nintendo knows what makes a good Sonic game. I think they know what makes a good Mario game, but I don't know if they know what makes a good Sonic game. Because I feel like Lost World would have been what what us like how Nintendo would have made it. Great graphics, but I don't think they know what makes Sonic. But at the same time, I know that Sega doesn't know what makes Sonic. But
exactly. Like I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think only
It's
the
just,
fans do.
and I still think Sega probably even now would probably still do a better job because again, I think Nintendo just doesn't know Sonic. But
I
even then,
think
Sega just put effort into your games and like look at Unleashed, but don't like copy Unleashed. Just look at Unleashed and you see a
I
huge
want
graphics improvement.
Give
You
example
see,
Unleashed and then straight into your own words.
I want a full boost game. I want to see what they can do with that. A full boost game. Nothing new,
and the
nothing
colors.
different, nothing, no twist or anything. Just strictly
Yeah,
just boost. Every level is a
yeah, with
boost
no like
level.
wisps or anything.
No wisp, no nothing. You get boost from rings
You know,
and defeating enemies and streaking. That's it. Go the generations way. Do that. Imagine
the
generations
Generation
with
System
no
with
classic
Unleashed
stages.
That'll be
you know,
awesome.
yeah, that'd be great.
Unleashed graphics with the generations gameplay and the
Unleashed
camera
graph.
from Unleashed.
Oh man, that would like
I
imagine if they
think
had like same shaders as Unleashed. You know,
You
like
see like
it just looks so gorgeous.
but you see like Jordanic, like you say like colors, but colors still had a it still had a twist with it. It had the wisp in it, and like it's not only
Right.
the boost wisp. There's like a rocket wisp. There's a spikes wisp. There's different types of wisp, and that's still it. Even though the game was good, there was still like a twist in it. There was still a twist. I want to see
Right.
a game where it's just strictly boost. I want to see what they can do with that. It's something so simple that they should not
Because
mess that up. It's something so simple.
I think they know like what made. I think they do know what made the boost games good. I just don't think they're willing to put in the effort. I don't know. I don't know what's going in their heads right now. Like if I honestly think that they just want to be lazy, but I'm not 100% sure. You know, I want to know what they're thinking. Like, what do they want to do right now? And if it's strictly stay with the boost, then you gotta put effort into it.
yeah.
I'm taking the time to just subscribe to all these people's channels. Let me see. Uh, subscribe to Nerd Eyes. Subscribe to Zorcon.
This
To
is a great
Nyko. To Chili
person.
Dog. Go subscribe to them. They make good content. No, go just go.
LCD talking
Well,
right
I'm
now.
starting to. I'm actually.
Feels like my fourth name change.
Mhm. I mean, you're not alone. I changed my name like 5 times. So
Retweet Luigi.
or retweet Luigi.
I
I can't believe people
retweet
call me that, bro.
Luigi.
I just imagine people saying that in the comments every time you make a video. Retweet Luigi is back.
Retweet Luigi. I mean, if I was like,
Luigi's retweet Luigi.
I
He'll
think
be in
RC
front.
Luigi, I think RC Luigi is gonna be my permanent name for the rest of my YouTube career.
Yeah, I think you should keep it.
It's really simple.
Coming from me, don't like change your name like multiple times.
Let's see,
Also,
but
just saying, you should make Nintendo a mod.
like Kendo,
Yeah, you should make
Like,
Nintendo a
you just
mod.
call him Nakendo.
No, I said Nintendo.
when people say my name, they say like it's an I. There's an I in it. There's no I in it. There's only a Y. They say Nico. I'm like, no, there's no I in it. There's just a Y, like N-Y.
Nico
Like
Tendo.
you just say Nico.
No, no, like disrespect. But I do have too many. I do have a lot of mods, so I'm gonna wait to add some more
Yeah, no
mods.
squid.
I
Can't be
got
a
a lot of
squid.
mods.
So Silver RT Ouija.
RTVG.
Ouija.
See, people keep calling me retweet.
Ouija.
Every time I'm new to
Ouija.
someone, they call me retweet, Luigi. I mean, I understand why they
I'm
call
a,
me retweet because that's all they say, RT, and they want to retweet.
I
Okay,
bet
But
I
go
bet
ahead, give me
Jordan
the
calls you
last
that.
guess.
Jordan never called me that, right?
I don't
No,
think so.
Never mind.
Jordan never called me retweet, Luigi. Jaden did.
Zoricon, you unsubbed for me.
Oh,
Stay
y'all
subbed to me.
unsubbing,
I thought that
y'all
was cool.
unsubbing,
Donnie, did I?
y'all unsubbing.
Let's
But
all
No,
Zoricon,
fuck
but
Oh
Zoricon,
Zoricon.
yeah. Yeah.
effort to unsubscribe from
what
the
do you
show.
think? What do you think about all this? Like, what do you think they should do next with Sonic?
They
They
should
should they should
I don't
base the game off the comics.
Comics?
exactly.
See, I think they should do the comics too. Comics
Yeah.
seems like a really good idea.
And they should get the comic writers to do the story.
And turn
Yeah,
it into like in the game.
you know. Anyway, what I want is the adventure gameplay. You know, the adventure gameplay. You know, comic writers. Let's see, the comic writers. The old Sonic personality, man. I miss his hero's personality, or his Unleashed personality. Both work. And I don't care much about graphics. I just want a good story. You know, I
I
want a
mean,
good
they could just
story with
direct it to people.
fun gameplay. With
Mhm.
also, also what I want is more unique creative level. That's also what I want. Because
Like, what about the
nobody,
water stages? That's one of the good things about.
because nobody wants Green Hill anymore. Because you've used it like 50 times. You know, like
You,
All right.
you're using it to
and
make.
no extra, no extra. Like maybe Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and just have it ended there.
N-
No
y-
other
Characters, characters.
Yeah,
If they're
like
gonna put
I'm
different
talking
characters
about
in,
gameplay.
oh
I'm
gameplay.
specifically talking about gameplay, not really story. You can have other characters in the story. They
I
just have
mean
to
this,
do something.
but this could like still go with what you're saying. Like if they're gonna add different characters, make an entitled game for them. Make Blaze the cat. Make Silver the Hedgehog. Make like that. They made Shadow the Hedgehog. It wasn't that good, but they still can like learn from their mistakes. Like what they do wrong with
Right.
Shadow the Hedgehog, and what can they do to fix their mistakes from Shadow the Hedgehog to Silver the Hedgehog. What can Silver do?
Again, just get rid of the writers they have now, because like they clearly have no idea what
Imagine.
they only think that Sonic is specifically for kids. But even then, when you specifically target kids, it's not going to turn out well. You know,
Exactly. Like what
Imagine
happened
if
to
it's
like
you
the
not.
mature Sonic? Like what happened to that?
In fact,
What
there
happened to
are
the good
actually
days?
probably more grown-up Sonic fans than there are of younger Sonic fans.
Exactly. Like the only kid I know, there's only like two kids that I can like name off the top that play Sonic. Like FNF fan gaming. Or I don't see them as little kids, but like I know the gamer kid is a little kid and he plays Sonic.
local
Yeah.
fans.
I wonder how
What?
old Sammy is.
Like, I'm not saying full on Ghost Shadow the Hedgehog where you repeat the D word like 50 times and call yourself edgy. You know, I think with that game they were trying too hard to be edgy.
Trying
Don't try
way too
too
hard.
hard to be edgy, but just but effort is still gonna be needed because like and like don't try to aim too much for kids. Don't I'm sorry. I think the writers even think that Sonic is specifically for kids, which he's not. As Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow the Hedgehog, all those games would prove that to you. But you know, they should just try not to aim too for kids, because in fact, uh, with cartoons like Steven Universe and Adventure Time, they try to aim for all ages, which of course they get critical praise. That's like that's the how it should be with Sonic. Aim for kids and adults to not only expand your audience, but have more, like have it be better, and also like to have it be better, and just more people enjoy it, and the story will more the story will be a lot better.
What if Silver the Hedgehog story will be better than that Shadow the Hedgehog story? Like if they make Silver the Hedgehog story, they have to go back all the way to Sonic between Sonic 06 and
Yeah,
remake
true.
the story, make sure everything's perfect. Like show Blaze at the end. Like what has she been doing while Silver's been hunting down the Iblis Trigger, aka Sonic?
I know.
I mean, Silver. I
I,
mean, Blaze did die, but I mean, they shouldn't just like that
that's
shouldn't
the
be an
one thing she
excuse.
did though.
See, that shouldn't be an excuse not to bring her back. That's a dumb excuse. Like you can't just bring in a new character and then 2 years
Even
later,
then,
like because when did Sonic Rush come out? When did Sonic Rush come out?
I think that came
2005.
out between 2000
Yeah,
and
2005.
6. Oh,
It was
Sonic
definitely 2005.
2005.
Yeah, it was
cause
2005.
So you can't. So you
no,
can't.
cause Sonic Rush
So so you can't bring in a new Sonic character, but then next year you just eliminate them from the Sonic
I know.
franchise. You can't do that.
Like they just kind of brought her in just to kill her off. She didn't really do anything.
You can't just kill
She
someone
didn't.
off like that. Like that's BS. That's why I think they should have a game for Blaze. Like, no, I'm gonna save this for a video topic too. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna save this for a video topic because these are
Yeah,
good topics. These are good topics.
I know she's coming back in the comics, and since I know the writer, Ian
I'm
Flynn
saving
is
Super
a good
Sonic for a
writer,
video.
I
Very
have
soon.
confidence that he's going to use her well, and you know, and have her be a part of the story instead of just having her there.
About 10 years ago, it's crazy how fast time goes. How
Right.
fast things change. Like only 10 years ago, Sonic was so good, and now no, look where we're
And
at right
now
now.
it's just they're trying to just I don't know, they aren't
They're trying
putting
too
as much
hard.
effort.
They're trying too hard, and at the same time, they're not trying enough. No,
Yeah, I
like
think they're
they're
trying
trying too
to
hard to be good, but like at the same time, they're not doing anything to be good.
they're trying to aim more for nostalgia than just being good. Nostalgia doesn't make a game, you know.
And
What makes a
sometimes,
game?
and sometimes
Effort.
sometimes nostalgia works. Like and like
Yeah, nostalgia can work. It just hasn't. It can't be shoved in your face and used multiple times.
look
Because
at Mario Odyssey. Like Mario Odyssey, they barely used nostalgia. Like I can only name like a
Generations
couple
nos-
things that Mario Odyssey.
Generations nostalgia was fine because that was the first time they did it, and it was a new idea.
Yeah,
For Sonic, and it used it well. And it didn't shove it in your face. You know, in fact, honestly, they didn't really, take that much. They didn't really take advantage of it too much. Nor did they take advantage of it too little. I think my for generations, minor jokes would have worked, like they could do right now, like
see,
how Mania did it actually.
I think Roger Craig Smith did the best in Generations. He
Yeah,
was
I
the
think
best in
so too.
Generations. Like even though the
Definitely.
story wasn't
Actually, no.
fully fledged
Uh,
out in Generations, he I think he was the most serious and most Sonic fitting in that game, and that's like that lets
yeah.
us know that he can play Sonic. It's just like the writers are making
Again,
him
the
so
only
childish.
problem, right, and the only problem is the writing. They even made Tails' voice actor sound bad. Like because you could
Tails is a
tell
good.
that
The
in
Tails voice
Forces,
actor is
she's so good. Yet, like, you could tell that she
that's unnatural.
she wasn't really trying that hard because she knew the writing wasn't very good. You
It
know,
sounds so unnatural. Like
yeah,
sound like very forced.
man. Speaking of Tails, man, what did they do to him?
Oh,
They took his character from Adventure and burned it in a fire, and
they
then
tried to
took
like make him
Wang.
like that one character in the story that can't do anything. Like he made,
He
that
just
one character in the story that can't do anything. Wait,
he's always needing backup. He's just a pathetic character now. Like I
Hold
don't
on, I
even
gotta
see
go to the
why.
bathroom. But you want to hear a joke? If Tails
uh,
lost his tail, where would he go to get a new one? At the retailer.
God
uh.
dang, God dang it.
Well, I'm gonna end the stream soon. Gotta make a
All
video.
right,
I have 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, then 8 o'clock. I had to go to bed. Actually, I'm about to go. I'm gonna go sleep at 9. I'm gonna stay an extra hour. That's why not.
yeah, all right,
But what else can we talk about? We really went over the main topic of this video and some other stuff because
yeah,
I did say we were going to talk about other stuff, but the main topic was Supersonic. Let's go back to Supersonic. So,
okay,
what could they do to make Supersonic good? Like, because you can look at the gameplay for Supersonic in Forces, and you can see that he was like super overpowered. He was super fast. All you do was boost. That's all you do.
yeah.
And I guess that's every. I think that's all Sonic games. But like, you can fly with him. Like
Also,
you can
in the
literally fly,
story,
and
you know, make sure they don't do what they did in Generations and just have him flying the entire time. That was so annoying
that
for
was funny. He was just flying over
that
the whole
was literally
stage.
like
Make,
how Forces was, where you just hold the boost button.
holding the boost button, actually seeing the gameplay of Sonic goes fast, while the blur goes around you.
So you see,
Especially, like, what if you did that in VR? What if you did it in VR? Like, look at Sonic running at the speed of sound while everything's going past you very fast. That would be so good if actually Sega did some VR type stuff. How fun would that
Yeah,
be?
what they should do? They should like do like Generations. You're
and
rewarded Supersonic for being the game with Supersonic in the story. Like
yeah,
Supersonic was part of the story, but you had to
and
like go
again,
through all the bosses to get all the
do
emeralds to
what
beat him,
here's
to
another
beat
thing.
the Team Eater.
Do what Unleashed did and expand on the idea of get the Chaos Emeralds to stop the villain instead of just having that just be it, or better yet, just having the Chaos Emeralds there. Like expand on the idea, like again how Unleashed did, like having like the bond, uh, Chip and Sonic, and without having it get in the way, or have them have to repair the planet, you know, like repair the planet using the power of the Chaos Emeralds, you know,
Good
which
plot.
they could have even done in Forces, you know, because but yeah, it's just
Disagree.
I don't know. Yeah, they could have just expand on the idea of you know just having the Chaos Emeralds, you know, you get the Chaos Emeralds to stop the villain.
I'm definitely
Or
going to be
better
doing
yet,
more podcasts. I set a
yeah, for
podcast
real.
room. I set a podcast room on my um on my
I
OBS.
gotta start doing
So
more.
anytime you do a podcast, all I have to do is change this image, and not all the podcasts are gonna be all of us. Some of them are only gonna be me and someone else. Like I did a podcast with
And we're gonna
Dank
need a link.
Shadow. I did a
We're
podcast
gonna need a link.
like
And Dank Shadow.
yeah
Dank
I
Shadow,
did a
yeah.
full Sonic Forces rant with Dank Shadow. Like when was it? Let me go back and see when it was. I did a full rant with Dank Shadow. It was
Shoot, now I'm curious.
you could
I
check that
feel
out
like
if you want. Yeah,
I feel like we should.
a full Sonic Forces rant with Dank Shadow, and it was
No,
two
no
months
shit
ago.
on this.
It was 2 months ago, and it was 3 hours long.
I feel like Audacity. All the part you can put the audio right
Okay,
together
there.
so that
It
people
was
can hear
2
us
months ago.
more. No, this is you convert it to a video.
All right, it was 2 months ago. It was December 22nd.
Yep.
Holy crap! They got a lot of views.
Yeah, we actually got a
Yeah.
decent amount of views in that stream. Like it was good.
Yeah.
We got a decent amount of views in this stream too. Like got 6 people watching right now. That's actually pretty decent. I thought we weren't gonna get much views in this because like this is something that
I,
people don't want to see a stream, well see a stream about like especially me because I usually just
Most
stream
people want
something
to
like a game or something.
but a lot of people are very passionate about seeing Sonic improve. So it does make sense for a ton of people to be here.
I guess yeah.
And we and that we have a lot of ideas as well.
Yeah, but I think that's a good time to end it. Like we went through
Yeah.
everything. Like we went through everything.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you guys remember to subscribe to everybody in this chat, everybody in that's in this voice chat, chat your like channel or whatever. Just
Yeah.
chat in the the voice in
Yeah.
the live chat and YouTube. Just chat. You don't have to say like anything. Just like put something in there so people that
Don't
aren't subscribed to you yet, remember to go subscribe to them.
If
They
y'all
make
want to,
good content. I always make.
if y'all want to see more podcasts, okay. If
There we
y'all want to
go.
see more video, tell us in the comments to upload it. Rate the podcast and we rate a 5, like a 5 out of 10. We rate it or 6. If you like this boxing, show it. Just tell us how would you rate it,
Yeah,
and we
tell
will
me
definitely
like
improve next time.
yeah, tell me like how I did with this podcast. This is
Mhm.
my second podcast, but this is like more people on this one, so this is my first official podcast. Like
Yeah.
it's my first official podcast. I actually might take parts of this podcast out and put it into a video format so I can like like remember when we were talking about the comics? I might take that little segment out and make it a video. I might do that
Yeah,
Hey.
because that's actually
that,
pretty.
that'd be interesting.
That's actually pretty smart.
Just have highlights, the videos. You also don't
Does
have to
anybody
do
want
any
to hear
like
these rhymes?
9,000 words.
No rhymes. No rhymes. No rhymes.
Oh,
Ryan,
dang.
just imagine he starts rapping
Oh, hey, you got
versus
18
picture
likes. That's
Yeah, I got 18 likes.
18 likes.
I got
Oh my
19 likes.
god.
Dang. Okay, 18. I thought it said
Dang.
19 for me.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm not. I mean, Jaden did come in. He got mad at me for doing Sonic stuff. I mean, I didn't. It's my first Sonic thing in like in a week. I haven't talked about Sonic for like a week. Dang. So actually, that's actually good for my health.
Oh, dang.
That's good for my health.
He'll just say RT if you watch you copying me. I'm like, no, this wasn't your idea. It was Nico's idea.
I mean, whose idea was it to like do a podcast? Like I,
Nyko's
Me.
yeah, I
actually.
think yeah, it was definitely
It was
Nico's
Nyko
idea.
or Dank. Nyko or
Because I
Dank.
said,
It was
Actually, I
Nico.
think
it's
The
Nico.
topic was
yeah, let's
my
Nico,
idea.
because
The topic was my idea,
didn't
but the podcast, the overall thought of the podcast was Nico's idea.
yeah,
Because I
while we were
remember,
playing Mario
I
Kart,
remember
Nico
the first
mentioned something
time
about
I
podcast.
said this. It was you, me, and Harlow. Because we were saying, hey, we should make a podcast together. That was, you were like, yeah, that
I
should be
think
cool. We should do that.
actually I think what happened is Dank like made a joke saying we should do podcasts, and then Nyko actually did set it up.
I
He
mean, it was a
chose
good
the
idea. It
idea.
was a good idea. It's
It
sad that
was
like
a
Dank
good
Child has
idea.
so much homework. Like he could have had a big part in this. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have been here.
Jay chose,
I hate homework. It's just like
we
it just throws our
really
lives,
got
takes our lives away.
I know.
But yeah, that's
We've
gonna
always
do
been
it.
left to
That's gonna do it. We
check.
had fun in the stream. I'm gonna deafen real quick. You guys can say like bye to them in the stream. But
Hey,
I'm
wait,
about
Alright.
to deafen.
bye,
before I
guys.
leave,
Bye.
one more
Alright.
joke.
Well, I'm gonna head out too.
All right, but
Alright.
I'm about to deafen. All right, guys. So if you guys enjoyed this stream, remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Tell me how I did with this podcast, and tell me if you want to do or you want me to see. Okay, tell me if you want me to do more podcasts, like, because I will definitely do it. Um, but I will see you guys later next week. I mean, I don't know. What will I do a stream tomorrow? I might do a stream tomorrow, but I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys later. You'll